What's up, everybody? It's Reese G, not Cardi B, but I still get to the money. Oh, make sure you tune in to the official companion podcast for ReVoyce's The Retreat, only available on YouTube Podcasts.
Tonight, things get a little heated in the kitchen when a conversation is not heard with ears of a heart. I'm reminded of a quote by Bernice Johnson Reagan. Life's challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. They're supposed to help you discover who you are.
We gon' give it all until the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. Until the end of time. Till the end of time.
In the LGBT community, men of color often experience trauma in their youth, which fuels them to their growth and success as adults.
We missed your 2 truths and a lie. Can you tell us now that we eating?
Okay, I'm drunk now, but let's see.
Even better.
Okay. I have had 3 relationships in my whole life.
Ooh.
My parents have only seen me perform or dance twice.
Ooh.
And I love to swim.
Oh. Boy. You don't love to swim because bitch, you ain't never invited me to your house to go swimming, so that's that's definitely.
He don't care about that.
I love to swim. So
No, I actually do love to swim, but that's not the lie.
Ooh. Well, you ain't been swimming lately. Well, you never have time to go swimming in the same blood.
No, my parents have seen me once.
That's a lie.
So it wasn't 2.
But it's a lie, right?
Yeah, that's a lie.
My.
I've seen you once.
Mm-hmm. They're very supportive via phone.
So when we going swimming at your house?
Enough for you?
Whenever
Being your parent.
you ain't never home.
You can't miss nothing you didn't really have. Like, I was very self-sufficient. It was very much so like, figure it out. You know, like I left home when I was 16. I was like, I'm out of here. I literally ran away and was gone for 4 days and no one called my mom.
Oh, well.
Oh, so that.
You know.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to LA, I just up and left. And when mom called, like, where are you? I was like, oh, I'm in LA.
As Jeremy is explaining his 2 truths and a lie to the group, it reminds me of a question I asked him during our Zoom session, which prompted a vivid memory from his childhood. Who broke your heart?
Which time and when?
First one that come to mind. The first one that come to mind. The one that sticks out.
The first person to break my heart was my father.
Your father. Okay.
Yeah. And I remember specifically an event that happened that changed our relationship forever. And to me, and I know it sounds bad, but it would never like be repaired. I will always love him, but I'm okay. But I remember being young, and I remember I wanted this TV for my birthday. It was like a flat screen, but it still had the back, but it was a flat screen in front. And my mom was like, yeah, we'll get it. Like, my mom spoiled the shit out of me. She was like, we'll get it for you. And then her and my dad got into it. We're in the car, we're leaving church, heading back to the house, and we get into it. And like, it's just, we had our issues with him cheating and stuff like that. So it was already like stuff happening. And I was just so confused as to why that was such a big deal for him. Like, what's going on? And I remember I was like, we get into it and I'm like, I just feel like you just don't love me. Like, I feel like you, like, what's the problem? Like, do you not love me? He's like, it's because I don't. And I remember that vividly. My mom was like, why would you say that? So then they got into it and they got to a big fight and he left for like a week. And then when he came back, I was at the studio. He didn't like me going to dance classes. He didn't like me being in the studio. He was against that. He wanted me to do other stuff, but my parents, worked in the law field at that time, so he had different plans of what he wanted me to do. And I remember coming back, my mom used to try to hide that I would come back from the studio. Anyway, we got a car and it was a whole situation, and like he had like slammed my leg in the car. He basically like broke my leg in the car door. So we had a very physical abusive relationship. Only between me and him and my mom. They had, never my brother, never my sister, which is why I never called anyone or I had friends that knew that would threaten to call whoever they would call or whatever, but I was like, no, because they're not going to just take me, they're going to take my brother and my sister. So I just endured a lot for the sake of my younger siblings until I didn't want to no more and I ran away when I was like 17, so yeah, and never went back after that, so.
Y'all not gonna come get me, so.
What? And then?
No, my parents said no. My family has never visited me in LA, and I've been in LA since 2008.
Oh wow. So how does that impact you now, like within life, and does that make you want to just travel more? That's why is it easy for you to get up and go? Like,
it's just one of those things that you can't miss nothing you didn't really have, So I think it affects me with attachment with people. That's probably why I've only had three relationships. Well, two relationships and one long situationship.
What's the difference?
What's the difference between what?
A long situationship and a relationship.
Because you weren't my boyfriend.
So
I don't care if we talked for 2 years. You were my boyfriend.
Okay, well, how can you? Okay, so separating it. Huh? Separating it. But my thing is, if you've given your time to this one specific individual for 2 whole years, how can you not call him your boyfriend?
Well, I thought the question was for
Can I explain
It was
it?
definitely for you.
Can I explain it?
But it was definitely for
Okay,
him.
so it's a situationship.
It was still definitely for him.
It's a situationship up until
Even when you're wrong.
said nigga start paying bills. Once you start paying bills, that's when you become my man. And period. Up until then, it's situational.
Good thing they didn't ask you.
It's one of those things. Again, I wait for them because they love it.
I think I'm gonna grow up like you.
Okay, I'm here.
You're gonna be good because he said period. I'm sorry.
Y'all done? Oh, okay.
Might not, but keep going.
Oh, I wait.
I'm about to say, y'all done making it up down here because y'all over there pretending like y'all.
go ahead. I'm listening.
Tell us the difference already.
Well, are you okay?
Dang,
Are you okay?
can he have some time?
I'm good.
Y'all didn't took his time.
It's not that serious. We just having a conversation. You keep
Who said it was serious? I took some hand sanitizer and some wine.
You swiggled your drink. You cocked your eye. I'm not overthinking. I'm just looking and looking at what's going on. And I just wanted to understand.
It was definitely good, but I'm just trying to figure this out.
That's
I
all
don't know, because I'm fine. I'm drunk, so if I take a second to swirl my drink and put on hand sanitizer, I don't think I need to explain.
Well, you sort of eyes too.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out the difference
It's your body language,
in a
it's the popping
relationship.
of your eyes, the rolling of your eyes.
But you asked a question that he didn't answer.
Correct, because he had interrupted me and we had did a little cackle. And I apologize in reference to that. Most definitely.
He did.
But
So let's allow him to answer the question that you asked him.
We've been trying to.
Without that-
Well, you answered it first.
How about we not answer it? That we can move forward.
I'm curious.
Because I already know what it is. Shit, and my man T start paying bills around this motherfucker. And that's just on period. Don't tell me shit about
You
shit.
know what's nicer, but we gonna move forward.
You did.
Oh, okay.
No, it was a long pause. I spoke. The fuck, if it's silence, I can speak. The fuck did you talk about? He wasn't speaking. I interrupted him. Interrupting him is if he's speaking, then I start talking. It was a long fucking pause. I was like, Grill. It was like, Grill, are you gonna talk? He, like he said, he swirled the drink around. He started smelling the drink. He started doing a lot. It was like 2 minutes.
Like, Grill, if you never talk, I'll talk.
Who was your question directed to?
we all understood who my question was directed to.
Absolutely.
My question was to Jeremy. We all understand that King
Interrupted or did whatever, however.
he is enjoying the conversation, you know. So of course he's going to talk. This is what he does. We see he extra.
We all extra. It ain't that, but what he's trying to say is it ain't that serious.
It's not that serious.
It wasn't that serious. We was over here just joking. We were getting to know each other here on the side. We had a sidebar. We apologize for having the sidebar.
Can I say this real quick? Can I say this real quick without no interruption? Respectfully, if someone asked me, Jeremy Copeland, do you have an attitude? Are you okay? And I tell you I'm good, that means I'm good. I have no problem letting anyone know I'm irritated or you're bothering me or shut the fuck up. I don't mind saying that. So if I say I'm good, what's going to irritate the shit out of me is you trying to tell me I'm not good. I have no issue with y'all. I'm over here drunk. I'm on wine number 4. I'm editing this video trying to get some shit done for tomorrow. So if y'all want to talk and stuff, all I did was say, okay, let me swirl my wine, get some hand sanitizer, but y'all want the attention so bad that got me on y'all not hearing. I'm fine. Now I'm irritated because you're telling me that I'm irritated when I wasn't. If we're gonna tell you, you need to open your ears and listen to what someone's telling you, not what you think that you're telling me. That's the difference. Does that make sense? I have no issue with y'all. I think you are dope. I think you are dope. I think everyone. King, can you please shut up for a second?
Drink. Let me clean that up. Jeffrey at? He ain't.
Please, can we just have this one moment? Thank you. I want to tell you this, okay?
Girl, y'all must have seen y'all talking to say, ooh, the damn bad bitch fan got on.
You know, I'm going to come in. Because I hate when folks be confronted about a situation being backpedaled. Because when it's all said and done, I don't see shit. I go off of what I see. Your actions led me to believe what I did. What I said. If you didn't have no attitude or whatever had you wouldn't cock your eyes, you wouldn't twirl your you wouldn't look back at you two for validation and all of that. Miss me with the bullshit now. I was just trying to.
I think it was one serious y'all made that serious. He was asking a question, which he was answering for him and didn't give.
I asked several times. I said, "Can I answer? Can I answer?" I was being funny. Like I didn't see how I was pissing anybody off. Like I wasn't being disrespectful. And then when he was talking, I totally understood what he was saying because it did seem like he got upset. So it's only right that he asked, "Did I do anything to offend you?"
Right.
That's what he was asking. I don't know why other people why y'all couldn't understand that. He was trying to see if we did anything to offend him. So in that case, we can go ahead and apologize. We wasn't trying to offend anybody. We was really just down here getting to know one another. This is my first time ever meeting.
That actually was what was occurring. You know.
Well, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Okay. In the instance when let me bring it to your attention. In the instance when he was saying what he was saying, I acknowledged his movements, the twirling and all of that. So I acknowledged the attitude or the feeling that he was having. So then I was like, well, hold on, because I wanted to acknowledge that and say it's not the deed. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Whatnot.
I think you started out right. That was okay.
But did you start out? You started out.
With him still chiming in while you acknowledging it, still came off it to be catty, which it wasn't. But with King being King, he made it be a little catty, so it seemed extra.
No, I was just honestly, I was just trying to say that it wasn't that serious. That's all I was trying to say because I felt like JayTee was trying to make it like it was serious or something. I was like, girl,
I was
not that serious. But even after he was trying to tell you that, oh, it wasn't even like that, you kept on like, and then he picked up off of your energy and was swirling his drink, breathing and doing all this, and so it was only right for him to call it out, like, girl, if there's some tea, let us know.
The only thing I said was he asked him the question, he just would let him answer. That's it.
Yeah, I really
That's
want to
all.
know.
There was nothing more, there was no shade, no tea behind what I said, so if any malice was behind it, I apologize for that.
We all tried to
I'm specifically apologizing to y'all too because it came from me to make him get mad.
I'm understanding who he is.
Yeah, but y'all don't know this could have been really something that
he needed to get that out.
That was
absolutely.
That's
why I should have shut the fuck up then.
That's what I understand. You was being a little bit.
But I feel like after he asked,
I was not being messy. I asked the question. Was my question wrong for me to ask? I said you asked him a question. Can he answer? That's it. I didn't say nothing more. You said I was being messy though.
But I feel like I
say it's wrong of you to say that it was not even in. Why?
I feel like after you ever said it was just a lie, and we figured out what the lie was.
You know what I'm saying?
Like the conversation wasn't as serious no more.
The reason an agitation is because we wanted to let him know that we are acknowledging that we are trying to hear him. We do. Like, we're not gonna let them overrun what you said. Well, we're still here, so that's why he was like, no, tell us, like, what's up? Because now he's making it seem like, damn, they just want to overtalk me, so fuck it, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, it wasn't.
And some people can shut down, because I will, because y'all keep talking about me, I'm gonna be like, all right, bitch.
We have to acknowledge and take accountability first. And I don't think
it wasn't. I don't think it was an over talk. It was more on my behalf.
I think
don't think it was an over talk.
I don't think we were trying to over talk. I can take
about to overtalk your ass now.
I mean, I can take accountability for talking loud. We was being loud, but I don't think we were trying to over talk.
And I understand how that makes someone feel.
He did jump. King did jump into because he felt the questions. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? So then he, being the person that he is, chimed in or whatever, whatnot. But then it was his floor.
Right.
You know? So we all have to acknowledge.
Absolutely.
I'm going to acknowledge my part, but then
I can't do nothing else.
But in my defense, before I started talking, I said it was a pause, but I also said, can I answer the question? Can I answer the question? Can I answer the question?
While production set up the next activity, Jeremy and Red tried to have a conversation to clear up the misunderstanding in the kitchen.
If he feels like, no, that was wrong, just take it. Take it with a grain of salt, and just that's it. You don't need no explanation, nothing else. That's it.
This is coming from somebody who just said, even when they're wrong,
they're right.
They're right. They're right. So it doesn't put
most definitely the words that you use carry. But what we as individuals have to stop doing is being so fucking judgy. Because we all got a battle, we all trying, but we all have to look.
And we also have to stop making excuses too.
Now most definitely that. And take accountability. Just like Jeremy. Hey Jeremy.
What accountability is it?
Oh no. I took what I played in it. I feel like they not so much as you, but
can I explain my frustration?
I
would like to explain. Right. Actually, I would like you to tell me what my frustration was. Because you said you know, so I want you to tell me.
No, I didn't say.
The same way he thinks that he know how he's.
No, so you get it. So what was my frustration? Right. So
hold on. Wait a minute. Patience is a virtue. One thing we all need to work on.
You don't need to teach me nothing right now. I'm asking you a question.
I didn't say what I didn't say. I was teaching you anything.
Okay, so I'm just gonna explain myself, right?
Okay.
So my frustration was without the commentary and the gestures and all that that come with that, right? Please, out of respect,
the
I'm
same
asking.
thing that you gave me. Go ahead.
Are you listening or are you? Because I'm coming to you to love. Your energy right now is giving me like you're ready to respond. Can you hear me right now?
I'm listening.
Okay.
To comprehend.
No, I don't need that. No, we good. That's why we here. Because I know that this is why you're here to work. And I know that my response in that kitchen is why I'm here to work. So we have to work through that together, right? My frustration is in the midst of me opening up about something I never opened up before.
I felt like my power was taken from me. Anytime I begin to open up to people, somehow it becomes about them.
You never heard.
You said what?
You never heard.
No, I'm heard. But even with being heard, it becomes about them. Like tonight. Right? I was asked something, but someone else felt like they needed to answer it for me. You asked me a question. Asked me, was I okay? I said yes. You decided that answer didn't work for you because of what you saw with your two eyes. So you decided to tell me how I felt and what my feelings were because that didn't make sense for you because you saw a gesture, you saw me putting on hand sanitizer. So in your mind, you took it as something else, and I exactly told you how to feel. That's the issue that I have. We have to respect each other and just know that we all have a different process. So if I'm getting cut off in the middle of my sentence, yes, I'm going to take a drink. I'm going to drink some wine. My head may go like this. Does that mean I'm pissed off? No, that just means let me just relax, because we all did some work. So we're all in our emotions. We all, we're high in emotions right now. So for you, I would just like for you to not feel like you have the answer and know everything. And if someone tells you that they are okay, regardless of what you may think or what you may have conjured up in your brain, take it as they're okay. And I know that you're wanting to respond because you're clenching your lips and all that stuff going on, but there's nothing to say or do because I'm expressing to you how I feel. So you can't really come back or tell me how I feel. Does that make sense? It doesn't have to make sense. That's just what I'm talking about. So that's that. And we can move forward.
Unfortunately, they were not able to effectively communicate.
This is when in the contract that we signed when it says if you feel some type of way, you just get up and walk out.
Why are you feeling so
Because you're a 38-year-old man that can't fucking listen. Because I just explained to you my issue, and you just told me that I contradicted myself, so I'm gonna walk out and you have a good night.
Okay. Now, Jeremy, in the moment, I didn't mean to say anything to offend you. But I just didn't realize, with us playing the game and all, that, the things that you were saying were so serious, and deep to you. And for that, I apologize. I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't mean to make you feel any type of way. And instead of, trying to be funny all the time, I should have been trying to listen and understand because I feel like that's why we're all here.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And that's why I kind of for me, when I get quiet and I do my gestures, that's me being like, okay, we're here in the house. We are working on certain things. I know that's something that you have to work on. I know, at least you, right? I know that it's not malicious, which is why I'm able to be like, okay, cool. My issue really wasn't with you interrupting me. I think it was the other party telling me that I was not okay when I was.
And that's what I was
Well, you know
saying.
what? Let me be
I
real.
think it was the whole thing.
I think that I didn't like someone telling me that I wasn't okay. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I was okay. So that's a lie. Since we, I think I just would like I would like for people to allow me to open up because that's not something that I do. So the moment that I do and people make it about them, then I close up and I build a brick wall over my close up. So it's like you had your chance to not do that. So I appreciate the apology. That's gross. Thank you for coming to me while I was pouring the wine.
But we know each other. Yeah. If I had a problem with you, I wouldn't wait to come here to do it. I would have addressed your ass in LA. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's no shade, no tea from me. I honestly got confused. We was playing the game. When we was in the living room, everybody was doing, interjecting, asserting themselves, and it wasn't an issue. But again, I didn't realize the severity of the issues that you were sharing, and
And while we're here, let's go there, right? So I feel like let's call each other out on our shit. Because if anyone knows each other, it's us two right now. Absolutely. And just stuff that you can call out with me that I do, and there's stuff that I can call out that you. And I think when you're right there at that break where you feel like, fuck, it's getting that deep, you crack a fan, you make a joke, you digress so you can kind of make yourself feel better again. Don't do that.
I don't know how to live like that.
Well, that's why we're here. None of us know how to live like that. That's why we're here. To try to at least strive. We're not gonna get
like
there this
the
weekend.
fan and the jokes and all that.
It's all a facade. For what?
It's not a facade. It just helps me deal with the real issues.
But are you dealing with it, or are you just skating over it because you feel like you touched it? We don't know. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
So I appreciate the apology. I'm not even mad at him. I just wanted the chance to like open up and say something.
Well, give me a fucking hug. Don't you ever storm off on me like that, Beach, because you had me up in here ready to fight. I'm just joking.
I'm about to get more drunk.
All right, period. Me too.
I didn't want to say nothing. Me contra my.
I'm just listening. Go ahead.
Well, why? First and foremost,
I'm just listening. Go ahead.
Why are you?
It's so dramatic. We are in a cabin in a prairie. I'm with my wine. I'm just standing behind you listening. Go ahead.
What happened?
I expressed to him everything that I felt, and his response was, "You contradicted yourself." Out of everything I said,
Did you allow me to finish? Did you allow me to finish? So you don't know what I. You don't know what I was speaking in. You don't know what I was speaking in reference to. Why or what you contradicted yourself in reference to?
I want to hear why.
You just sat here and told me that I do not need
Next week, we move into day 2 and begin having conversations you don't see often.